So we're going to continue with our discussion about how Great Depressions cause changes in the economy and how do they affect societies, particularly American society, right? Over the last couple of days, we've taken a look at how the Great Depression really kind of impacted kind of the average everyday American. Remember, we took a look at Grant Wood and his painting of American Gothic. We took a look at Dorothea Lange and some of her work that she did recording migrants traveling across the country. And we took a look at the causes of the Great Depression. So today we're going to continue with that conversation. And we're going to focus, instead of what we've done before, on how it was that President Hoover really kind of promoted recovery. Keep in mind that President Hoover definitely wants to put Americans back to work. There's no doubt about that. And he clearly wants to do this in a way that's going to be productive and beneficial to the United States. He's going to turn to public works, these construction projects that are funded by the government: highways, parks, libraries, hospitals, schools, dams, Hoover Dam. All these kinds of things. But we have to go back to what we talked about at the very beginning of this chapter, which is that Hoover is going to be really hesitant to intervene in the economy. He's not going to want to do that really at all, because he understands and he recognizes that laissez-faire economics is in direct opposition to this engaging in the economy. He was against that concept, and he had employed Andrew Mellon as his Secretary of the Treasury, just like Coolidge and Harding had done before him. And he knows that if he's going to build these public works projects, that they might create enough jobs, maybe they don't, but the government's going to either have to borrow money in order to make that happen, or it's going to have to raise taxes, because in his mind, you can't have a budget that is unbalanced. Remember, though, even the concept of cutting taxes was designed so that in the short term there might be a deficit, but long term, as that cycle of supply side economics continues, then people will be paying more in taxes as their income rises. So Hoover really worries that if he does this, if he raises taxes in order to try and fund these public works he wants to put in play, or if he takes out loans and goes into deficit spending to make this work, that he's taking money out of either banks, which can then loan it to business because the government was taking the loans, or money from consumers who need to spend in supply side economics. And Andrew Mellon himself would have been against this. Oh, hello, Captain. Andrew Mellon himself would have been against this, because he would have said, listen, we should let this system ride it out. We should not intervene that much. There's definitely pressure on Hoover to not intervene in as this recovery is going forward, for sure. So Hoover's going to do a number of things here to try and rescue America